Well, Albert was talking about how hot it's going to be this weekend, and when it is this hot, swimming is on the top of a lot of lists. But don't try it in Lady Bird Lake. Swimming is not allowed, as many of you know. After all, that ban has been in place for 50 years. But do you know why? KVUE's Juan Rodriguez explains it's because of the tragic deaths of two sisters. Juan?
Mike, Ollie Rendon says he was just 8 years old when he witnessed his 8 and 11-year-old sister drown in Lady Bird Lake. Now, decades later, he says it's still a day that's hard for him to talk about.
It's heartbreaking. I mean, I kind of lose my voice just even thinking about it.
It's been more than 20 years since Ollie Rendon has been to Lady Bird Lake.
And my dad just gathered all us together and said, hey, let's all hold hands and go into the water.
What started off as a fun Mother's Day trip turned into tragedy. Newspaper clippings and pictures are now the only memories left of his two sisters.
I love her a whole lot.
8-year-old Cynthia and 11-year-old Inez did not make it out.
Diana's still alive. It's just heartbreaking, you know, seeing her. I actually saw her go down.
Well, it's been prohibited since the 60s, and that was due to some tragic accidents that occurred.
This tragedy prompting the City Council in 1964 to sign an ordinance to not allow people from swimming at Lady Bird Lake.
The reason why Lady Bird Lake is so unsafe is related to the fact that prior to the construction of Longhorn Dam, there were other smaller dams that got washed downstream due to flooding. There are also really deep areas due to gravel mining that used to happen, and because of that, it's been deemed to be not safe for people to swim.
Now, the tragic memory lives on in writing, hoping to prevent another loss like this from happening again.
No, I lived with this for years and decades and try to get it off my mind, you know, just watching her go down.
In Austin, Juan Rodriguez, KVUE News Night Beat.